Hey guys, so it's time to compare the Galaxy S4 here with the Android 4.3, the Google edition, with the Google Chrome browser that you do get, versus the iPhone 5 with the latest iOS 7 Beta 4. So on my iPhone 5 over here, we're just gonna fire up Safari here, and then we'll fire up Google Chrome here that we do get on my GS4. Now, of course, if you would be buying the Galaxy S4 in a store, and then of course your S4 would have like TouchWiz. That means that you would have a totally different browser, but that's something that I can go over in another video. But now, of course, the Google Chrome browser, you can get that on basically every single device out there. Then of course I talk about Android smartphones in the Google Play Store. So fire up GSM Arena here. The first thing we can see here on the display, even though it's a little bit bigger here on the S4, in terms of color accuracy, especially the white color, which is usually a color that you see a lot in the browser, it's much more white. Looks just so much more white here in the iPhone 5 browser. Safari browser, of course. Then with the S4 here, kind of like white, almost looks a little bit yellowish if you compare them side by side here. Especially if you do it, if you are really close, you can really see a difference there. You can also see a difference in terms of how bright the display is. That it seems like the iPhone display is a little bit more brighter here, which is pretty nice when you are in the browser, of course. So if we quickly here can go over some of the features and the UI look here of the browser. Let's start off here with the iPhone 5 here, which still share the same kind of design that it had earlier in iOS 7. That first used to have one bar there at the top where you can both search and just come to Google or Bing, or probably maybe even a few more search engines that you can add in, or just type in a normal website. You have a quick little reload button here and a nice little animation here. Let's see here when it loads up. I'm connected to my Wi-Fi network as well. Wouldn't be fair if I did try to compare these two devices on another network, or if I would try to compare them on the same network. I can't actually do it at the moment, and it wouldn't be as fun because I don't live in the US, so it's just a small little carrier that I have over here. So you can see there how it looks like. You just have all of those buttons that you do need, no clutter. Made it really nice update there compared to earlier iOS. Forward and back keys, the share button here in the middle, and then also the bookmarks page, which has been slightly redesigned here, and also the history page and favorites. This is slightly redesigned in the new iOS 7 Beta 4, and I've been going over that a little bit quick in my iPhone 5 iOS 7 Beta 4 review video. Then we also do have, of course, the tab system here, which you can swipe here to remove a tab, and you can just add one more tab here. Just very simple. And then when you want to close here, you can only swipe one direction there to close. I'm not really sure why. You also do have the private mode here if you want to search for porn or something. You just want to go into a secure mode where it doesn't save any history, and you can clearly see that you are in a private mode here because the whole browser goes black or kind of gray color. Keep all. Okay, there we go. And now we are back. So very simplistic design there. And most of the things you will probably use sometimes. Over here, I think actually the Google Chrome browser is pretty amazing because first, if you do use Google Chrome on your computer, it's very easy to synchronize all the tabs that you've opened up on your computer to your phone immediately, which is pretty nice. Then we also do have the tab system here, which is very nice here. Let's just add one more tab. It's nice because it's so quick, and also that you can swipe any direction here to remove, and you can quickly see here the cool kind of the transition here when you swipe to remove something. that is pretty awesome. You'd have normal reload button here. Also over here you just have one area where you just can type in a website or use search or something, and it will bring you the search results, which is awesome. You do also have a request desktop site here, which is something I would love to have on the iPhone, which basically means that if you're, let's say, on a page, usually when you're on your mobile web browser and you go to a website, if it does have a mobile version, it will try to load that. But if you also want to load a full desktop site, especially now when phones are getting bigger all the time, they do have that option available. Other than that, yeah, finding page is also pretty nice. That if you want to find specific text on a page, you have that option as well. But other than that, it's pretty much the same there as the Safari browser. So let's just also see here the performance when we zoom in and out. You can see that it is smooth here on both devices. Even though I would have to say that it feels like it reacts a little bit quicker here that I'm trying to zoom in compared to the Chrome browser. I do know that sensitivity is better in Samsung's own TouchWiz browser than in the Chrome browser. You can see that I have to really stretch over here just to zoom in a little bit, where over here I can zoom in a ton very quick. So one small little thing over there. Also, if you just double tap here, you can see that it instantly, of course, zooms in, but it seems like it's rendering also a little bit quicker here in the Safari browser. So of course that is quite nice. You do want to have a quick render. Also, let's see here if we can load something up. So let's just load up an article over here, and the Galaxy. Let's load up this article. So quicker here to load up the full page here in the Safari browser. Also what the Safari browser has over here, which is pretty nice, that also the stock TouchWiz browser has, is a reading mode. So let's say you're inside of an article here, you want to read the text. Could be a little bit annoying to just go by this if you have to zoom in a little bit. Could be annoying to have to read the text, you just go walk around like this. It's very hard and complicated. In the TouchWiz browser that Samsung has with their own TouchWiz UI, you do have a reading mode on top, so it will just take all the text and all the images and just format it, so it's very easy to digest and read. Apple also has a mode like that up here at the top, so it's one simple tap and very simple to read over here. And it's a very nice little mode there at the top. And also one thing that I was thinking of showing, something I find a little bit annoying in the iPhone, is that when we scroll up and down, let's say we start off here from the top page, you can see here with Android you can just do one swipe, one super swipe here, and go from the bottom to the top. I'm pretty sure why it's also doing this when I just want to scroll to the side here in the Chrome browser. A little bit annoying, but just with one swipe I can go from the top of the article to the bottom of the article. If I want to do the same thing here on the iPhone, it's impossible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it really is like impossible to do that fast, and I really do think that Apple might want to check out how they could pull that off in a better way. I would definitely appreciate that, even though it may not be a big deal for most people. Also, when we zoom in here, I would actually say that the text is almost the same size here on both devices, so it's not going to be a big difference there. If you want me to check out reading mode more also, of course I can definitely check that out, but reading mode, then of course I mean when you read stuff, if there's any difference in terms of pixels. Of course you have a low resolution display here on the iPhone 5, but is that really making a difference in terms of reading? Because both are pretty sharp. I can definitely check out that more in videos. just click on this to bring you up a new tab. One more time here, loads a little bit quicker on does iPhone. Let's see, is this Galaxy S4 Zoom? Okay, that's a pretty interesting device. Let's just tap on reviews here at the top page. This is really annoying in the Chrome browser. I'm not sure. I'm just trying to go to the side here and it thinks I'm trying to do something else. I'm not quite sure. So every time I'm loading up the page here, it seems like it's just a little bit quicker each time, or could be a lot quicker on the iPhone 5. There we go, one more time, a little bit snappier and quicker to load up stuff. So just a quick little look here at the browser experience. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you want to leave some feedback, you can definitely do so down below. Also, let's try to just go in and out here. Definitely see there that it's a little bit quicker to load up and close a page. At least it seems like that for me. So hopefully you did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.